A lot of you are wondering if I am excited about Mushoku Tensei returning after my reaction.
What the dog doing?
What we're going to be doing today is we are going to be going through some of the biggest anime news that has been announced in the last month. There has been a lot of new announcements, a lot of news that we have missed. Mushoku Tensei is, of course, returning for a third season. I am not surprised, and I'm sure a lot of you are wondering if I am excited about Mushoku Tensei returning after my reaction on the previous stream to some developments that have happened. Meltdown. He had a meltdown. He was molding. No. Guys, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I feel like I was cool, calm, and collected, guys. After watching the final episode, I would say that some, not entirely everything, some of the worries that I had were definitely rectified, and some still left me feeling a bit I will say Norn is the fucking goat. If Norn wasn't there, I feel like a lot of people would have ended the season with a lot more to say about it. Hey, honey. Grapefruit, honey.
Okay, I'm leaving. I'm not coming back! I'm not doing it.
Okay. You get used to it. You get used to it, guys. I do think everything for the scale of everything that happened in the 2 episodes preceding that, I do feel like everything got tied up and resolved very quickly. Especially very quickly compared to Mushoku Tensei standards. Luckily, no one was there to soften the blow, but by the end of the episode, it feels like every big development and every big character moment got resolved and everyone is ready to move on. And I was a bit surprised because I thought that this would linger for a little bit longer. So I'm not sure if this is something that they needed to do because it's the end of season finale, or if this is going to be something that they come back to in later seasons. But either way, I'm still very, very excited to see where the 3rd season takes us. Mushoku Tensei is such a beautiful story, and I want it to play out in the most beautiful way possible. And if there's something that feels off, I'm gonna call it out. Moving on to our next one. Only the biggest anime news here, guys. Bigger than Mushoku Tensei. Bigger than whatever is happening in American politics right now. Honkai Star Rail and Fate's Unlimited Blade Works having a collaboration that will start next year, guys. What the actual... Where the hell did this come from? This is my worlds colliding. Of course, I think we're going to see Saber. I think we're going to see Archer. I want to see Rin. It's been so long since I've seen Rin, man. I need a Berserker and Swarog deathmatch, man. That is what I need. I need a Berserker versus Tuskegee Swarog. They wouldn't have a death match. They'd become best friends, man. They would be best friends. Ilya and Clara becoming friends is the nice, wholesome slice of life that I need in my life. I can't wait. Ryder Kafka. We do have to wait till the second half of next year to see exactly what the collaboration will entail. I'm surprised they just threw this in at the end, being like, by the way, guys, this is happening. I was like, what? This was on screen for like 5 seconds. Bro, are you kidding me? Give me more. On to actual anime news, guys, which you guys, you know, what would make me freak out? More Rent-A-Girlfriend, baby. We got more Rent-A-Girlfriend coming along. Rent-A-Girlfriend Season 4 has been announced. Is it time? Is it f***ing time? Is it the pool arc? Hold everything, guys. Hold the fucking line, manga readers. It's coming. It's coming, guys. The memes, the salt, the anger, the rage. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. They didn't show the panel. Manga readers, are you ready for absolute cinema? Imagine if they cut that chapter out, bro. I am going to be so mad if they cut that chapter out. But even regardless, I remember reading this arc, and it is some of the most angriest I've ever got at a fictional piece of media. Not even with the infamous scene. Some of the shit. This is the married. This is the Marineford of Rent-A-Girlfriend. You're so right. I remember reading this arc in a hotel. I was on holiday with Sydney, and I remember reading this arc, and I knew that that infamous scene was coming up, so it came, it went. I thought that was all the arc had to give. And then I kept reading, and these characters kept doing things, and these characters kept saying things, and then it got to a point where I thought, all right, something big is about to happen, and then this is going to completely change the story of Rent-A-Girlfriend. We're going into our next phase of the Rent-A-Girlfriend storyline, and then I turned the page, and then I fucking threw my phone on the floor out of frustration. Now that's my experience with this arc is over. Nothing brings me more pleasure than seeing people experience this arc for themselves. Because holy shit, every single chapter of this will have you sipping the most delectable tea. Aside from just like throwing my phone on the floor in frustration, I was literally screaming at my phone screen over some of the shit that was happening. My hope for Chizuru was lost during this arc. There was a point where the person who I thought was Worst Girl was making some valid points, and I'm just like, damn, what the fuck? What the? How am I agreeing with Worst Girl now, man? By the way, good luck, Alex, in dubbing that scene. Good luck, my dude. Moving on. I need to stop saying moving on. I say that way too much, and I realize that. On to the next piece of news. A new Ranma half anime is getting made. And when I saw this get announced, I was like, holy shit. I can hear Didus from here. So let's have a look at the trailer. And once again, this is by Studio Mappa. They have picked up yet another anime IP. Ooh, I'm liking just how many new remakes of old IPs we're getting to see now. I know like Urusei Yatsura is doing very well, and it's just cool to see an OG style put to the modern day. I like how they've kept the energy of the original art style while still making it look like a modern anime. Oh, the panda. Okay. God, is it a thing with anime trailers now to be like, oh, let's do something quirky. Let's just have them all say the main character's name. Everyone yells Ranma's name in every episode. Okay. I am definitely going to be watching this new remake of Ranma 1/2. It makes you think. We've gotten a remake of Urusei Yatsura. We're now getting a remake of Ranma 1/2. When are we going to get to the point when we get to like my era of anime and some of the anime that aired during like when I first started getting into anime? When are those going to start getting remakes as like, here's a remake of some anime classics? The moment that Tenchi Muyo or something like that gets remade, I'm like, it's done. I'm 1 foot in the grave already, man. I'm 1 foot in the grave already. Death Note remake? Does that need a Love Hina? Okay. Actually, Love Hina remake. Dude, Inuyasha would be sick. Did Inuyasha get a recent anime? I can't remember. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood remake. Tokyo Ghoul needs a remake? Yeah, I mean, we're getting to the point now where less and less old shows are left in the dust. Spice and Wolf used to be a huge meme. There used to be a lot of huge memes, so the only things I can think of the top of my head is No Game No Life Season 2 and Tokyo Ghoul. Land of the Lustrous Season 2. Oh. Maybe one day Studio Orange will get on it. What's next? Oh, holy shit. I could not believe it when I saw this, but it was confirmed at Anime Expo. Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint is getting an anime adaptation. I needed to double check on this to make sure it wasn't April Fool's. I saw a few people, I saw a few comments. Look at that and look at my response on Twitter and be like, nah. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. Don't lie. Don't lie. You knew it was coming. I genuinely did not know this was coming. I didn't know that there were rumors of an ORV anime that was getting made. I did not know. Normally, there's a longer wait between when I make a video and when an anime gets announced. This was just good timing. I'm ready to see Dr. Kim animated. This anime will be a co-production between Aniplex and Crunchyroll. I would be interested to see who is doing the TV production. The story itself is fucking fantastic, and while the action scenes in the webtoon are very, very good, the action scenes are not the only standout thing about Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint as a series. It has one of the most interesting power systems I've seen in any anime, manga, webtoon. It has an amazing story that is just kind of revealing its true colors in the webtoon itself. The only downside to Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint is that it does take a little bit of time to get going and really show the potential that it has. I know this has been going on for probably years, probably a very, very long time since this has been in production, but I'm just going to take credit for it, guys. It was me. I manifested this into reality, guys. It was all me. Speaking of webtoons, we have a new trailer for Solo Leveling Season 2. Are we gonna get the Jeju Island arc? Okay. One thing that I have been very, very impressed with, and actually genuinely surprised me, they actually did a good job with the shadows, with making them look decent. I wasn't expecting that. I remember this fight though, that was the big fight. Okay. In terms of trailers for the action, that actually looked decent. My biggest qualms with the Solo Leveling adaptation, which I've said many times before, is that it was good animation, but was it good compared to some of the peak action anime that we've gotten in the past few years? The biggest thing that I enjoyed about Solo Leveling manhwa was that the art for the action was peak. Solo Leveling Season 2 is going into what I think is going to be some of the more super hype moments in Solo Leveling, and we've seen some of the potential with the episode 11 animation that Solo Leveling can give us. So I'm excited. I think from this trailer alone, it looks like they've upped the quality of action animation even more. Going on to anime movies now. Look Back has been released in Japan, I believe. Unfortunately, I'm still in America, so I haven't had a chance to see it. But we have some new trailers. Gigak using a typewriter? No, I'm just using a spare keyboard in this house. It's not my office, guys. Oh, the character animation for this seems so on point, which is so important, man. Oh, cinema. Oh, that skip. Oh, it's beautiful, man. Is this the scene I think it is? Did they make this scene even more fucking beautiful than it was in the manga? Oh. Holy shit. Oh. Oh man. Oh man. What can you fucking say about this, man? This looks incredible. Seeing some of the character animations just in this trailer and some of these shots, some of which are panels that are like burned into my mind because of how much I loved the original manga. It looks like they've taken his incredible paneling and made it even better. I didn't think that was going to be possible. It looks like so much heart and passion has been put into this. Hideo Kojima has been tweeting non-stop about this, and Fujimoto himself has said that he is really, really fucking happy and couldn't be more ecstatic with the adaptation that this has gotten. I don't know if I'm ready. I might be speaking early, but watching this trailer, knowing the source material this is on, and looking at the fact that this has gone above even to Fujimoto's high standards that he put in the manga, this could be like a modern classic level. Keeping on anime movies, we have a new trailer, I believe, for a new anime movie that is coming out by Cloverworks, and it is from the team that made Anohana. Ooh, what is this about? Is this a Pikachu looking ass? Is that like a fantasy creature, or is this actually based on kind of like the real world? Yoasobi! Damn, Yoasobi, where aren't you nowadays, Yoasobi? Fureru. The film follows childhood friends Aki, Ryo, and Yuta who develop telepathic powers after touching Fureru, a porcupine-like creature that is part of the local folklore of their island's hometown. Ah, okay. So this is an anime original. It is by Mari Okada. Let's just say she is the queen of melodrama. If she writes something, it's normally going to be something that makes you fucking cry. And this is coming out in Japanese theaters October 4th, 2024. That is not too far away. And another anime film as well, which is also an anime original film. This one is called Special Kid Factory, and this is from the team who made Id Invaded. Let's see. Special Kid Factory is a shonen sci-fi adventure anime that delves into the themes of identity, courage, and mystery. An ordinary boy's life is upended when he meets Denshin, a boy who looks exactly like him. Denshin reveals a shocking truth. He is the original human, and Genpei is his clone. Okay, this is interesting. Created as part of a larger sinister plan. Mistaken for Denshin, a seasoned detective, Ginpei is swept into a thrilling journey across the galaxy to solve intricate murder mysteries. The adventures unfold against the backdrop of a dystopian future with special kids. When I read the synopsis, I thought it would have a much darker color palette. First impressions, this definitely does not look movie quality. 2000 Edge series vibes. This is such a weird trailer. Who does this anymore? Who does this? Who has the cheesy invite your clone on an adventure to a world you've never seen before. This summer, Adam Sandler presents Special Kid Factory, coming soon to a theater near you. Unfortunately, compared to the previous two trailers that we've seen, this one definitely doesn't seem like it's on that level. But the anime movies don't end. Dead Demons. Oh, have I watched this already? Is this a TV series or a movie? I have the memory of a goldfish. 2 movies are getting adapted in 16. Oh, it's ongoing. Okay. I'm gonna watch it anyway. Okay, I definitely have not watched this trailer. I do not remember this at all. This is coming from the same author as Punpun, so it might be a bit weird and might be a little bit depressing. They definitely got the weird vibes down.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't be fucking your students.
Yeah. But that's what I like about it.
What the fuck is this fever dream, man? What the fuck?
そして新たに3名の死亡が確認されました。戦争だ。もし何かが起きたとき、俺たち凡人は受け入れるしかないんだ。
Man, watching this out of context is so fucking weird. Aliens invaded. Wait, we got some kids running about. Is this oh wait, we got mechs. We're fighting the aliens now. What the hell?
君こそどこから来たの？
はにゃにゃふわ。
You know what? We need more trailers like that, guys. We need more trailers that don't tell you anything, but get you interested. What is next? Another anime movie, is this? Another Cloverworks original anime. Grotesque. It is the director of Darling in the Franxx. And wow. Studio Wit and Cloverworks? Whew! Ooh. Already love the visual styles. Damn, we get to see the behind the scenes? This is actually really cool. Definitely my vibe. I'll tell you what this reminds me of. This reminds me of like every fucking Utaite is like Zutamayo, Utaite, Anisong, fucking MV. You know what I mean? Wallpaper anime. Oh, this looks cool, man. This is technically a PNG trailer, and we see a lot of PNG trailers when it comes to like the announcement of new anime. More PNG trailers need to be like this, man. This is fucking awesome. Cloverworks popping off lately. I mean, Cloverworks have always been popping off. Pretty much everything they make has a bar of quality when it comes to the animation. Whether you have an issue with some of their previous handlings of adaptations or some anime original projects that might not have an ending that you necessarily liked, they always have made amazing looking shows regardless of that. And that holds true for this season as well. Everything they're making this season looks fantastic. Next up, we got a new announcement with the new Trigun. The final phase has been revealed to be Trigun Stargaze. I am genuinely enjoying the fact that this new version of Trigun is more of like a hard sci-fi setting. I know a lot of people have been disappointed that it's not the spaghetti western kind of style that we were used to, but I am a huge fan of sci-fi shows, and I'm happy that they are actually trying something new with the new Trigun and not just trying to retread on what the original did. Next up, another season of Chained Soldier, guys, that has been announced. And okay, I know what you guys are thinking. Season 1 was there. It wasn't as cultured as I want it to be. Don't worry, guys, because it is a new studio. It is the Giga Chads themselves. Studio Passion will be taking over production of Chained Soldier Season 2. And if there is a king of culture, it is going to be Studio Passion. I could not think of a better studio to adapt Chained Soldier Season 2. Even culture aside, Studio Passion are capable of doing some pretty good stuff as well. I like Chained Soldier as a blend of culture and shonen action, and I think if there is one studio that can manage both, it's Studio Passion. There is a new Terminator anime coming out. I don't know where this came from. Yet another Western IP is getting adapted into an anime, and we have a trailer.
This isn't what you think it is. You can't.
Oh, Production IG.
There's no going back. Not really. It will never, ever stop.
Can we just compare the trailers of like Japanese PVs to Hollywood? The actual difference in styles from all the PVs we've just watched so far. Japanese anime PVs is like, I'm gonna start off with some monologue that sounds airy and gives me an insight into the story of this. Soft piano plays, some aesthetic shots, and then out of nowhere, fun J-pop song, and then everyone starts dancing, and we got some action songs, and it's just like, oh, it's fucking Yoasobi again. Enter Western IPs. You have the title card and just a boom. We didn't know he would come back. Boom. But he did. Somehow, he found a way. Boom! Enter some remix of some well-known song or something like that.
There's only one thing standing in between you and him. Me.
I'm sorry, that was so Hollywood. That fucking hurt, man. There's only one thing that could stand between them. Me. Title drop. Cinematic boom. Thank you, Michael Bay, for directing that trailer. I mean, the only thing missing was Linkin Park at the beginning. We needed the Terminators taking over the world with a monologue to What I've Done by Linkin Park. That would have been incredible. Aside from that, I wasn't expecting a Terminator anime. And I'll be honest, this looked okay. It looked very cliche. Production values are good because it is production IG and they are very, very good at sci-fi anime. Just a fun little piece of news. So the studio for Arcane recently had an interview and they were asked, is there any anime or manga you would like to adapt? And normally I'm against other studios adapting manga or stuff like that, but they said Vagabond, and holy shit, that would be insane. Vagabond, I feel like it's one of the last classic seinen manga that still hasn't got an anime adaptation. And I feel like a lot of people would be very, very intimidated to adapt Vagabond, but we got scarred by Berserk for a very, very long time. But Vinland Saga has proved that you can do a good adaptation of a classic seinen manga. It has rekindled my hope that we can have a good Vagabond adaptation. And I'm not necessarily saying it should be the Arcane studio, but if it was, I think that would be pretty fucking hype. I generally think Arcane was better than any anime I watched that year. Second season of Vinland Saga, kind of mid. All right. There's the guy. There's the fucking guy. Fire Force season 3 has been announced, and we have a new trailer. Oh, is this the finale of Fire Force? Now that it's ending, I might actually catch up with it. Is it? Okay, we didn't see much. Oh, we got 1 foot shot. Oh, 1 stinky feet. No, get that away. Get that away. Stinky feet. I remember watching it and I always felt like Fire Force felt like a dated shonen that was animated in the modern day. Having said that, everything else I've seen from Fire Force has come from out of context clips from fight scenes and shit like that. And I will say the fight scenes look fucking insane. And the fights, not just the fight scenes, one thing that stood out about Fire Force is the sound design. I saw this one clip of this one villain who, like, every step he takes, he makes an explosion. I remember listening to that and watching that, and I'm like, God, my God. The sound design of this is so fucking insane. Oh, this is music to my ears, man. Does the story get better in season 2? To anyone who's watched it. The season 3, the story gets a bit weird, complimentary. Oh, okay. I'd rather the season get weird than carry on with the mid-2000s shonen vibes. Final piece of news. On Thursday, the staff behind the upcoming anime adaptation of Witch Hat Atelier first debuted for an upcoming series at Anime Expo. What's this about? Witch Hat's Atelier follows the story of Coco, the daughter of a dressmaker who dreams of one day becoming a witch, despite her apparent inability to use magic. After being gifted a spellbook by a mysterious master wizard, Coco accidentally transforms her own mother into stone and is rescued from a fire by Kifrey, a powerful magic user who takes Coco on as his new student. As Kifrey searches for the culprits behind the incident, Coco begins her apprenticeship at a witch at his atelier. Bro, this is one of those things where I'm like, yo, manga readers are so hype, and I'm like, I have never actually heard of this in my life. It's one of the big 3 in fantasy. Does everything have to be a fucking big 3, guys? Not everything has to be a big fucking 3. So let me guess, the other one is what? Freerun? And what else? Dungeon Meshi. Okay. Move over, shonen fans. Ooh. Okay, I like the background art, like the aesthetics. Very pretty. Oh. Okay, this looks good, actually. This looks good. Is it Atelier or Atelier?
Atelier.
God. Fantasy bros, we are just eating good right now. Are we seeing the resurgence of fantasy anime? Have we gone past the traditional isekai now? Are we going back to traditional fantasy? Have we circled round? Have we finally looped around, guys?
Some of the most high-profile anime coming out this year have their roots in traditional fantasy again, rather than the world of modern isekai fantasy. We may end up going full circle back to the genre's roots in traditional fantasy, and I find that hilariously ironic, as it was because of the isekai genre itself that traditional fantasy started to die out in anime.
Ooh. Oh, okay. 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 Bug Films. That makes sense. Bug Films, if you didn't know, I believe the only other thing they've done is Zom 100, and that looked fantastic, especially the first episode of Zom 100. Let's just hope they don't have any production issues that are the same as Zom 100, but from that trailer, it looks fantastic. Who is working on it? Director of Komi-san, Summertime Render. Ooh, so he's worked with OLM before. This guy has a lot under his belt. God damn. Music composer from Elden Ring? Is it actually? I guess she's gone from video games to anime. Wow, that's insane. Well, I had never heard of Witch Hat Atelier until today, and now I am very, very, very fucking excited. When is it coming out? Oh, 2025. Bro, if this came out this year, imagine a year where Frieren, Dungeon Meshi, Mushoku Tensei, and this one all were airing in the same year. That would have been like the most insane year for fantasy anime that you've ever seen. ReZero Season 3 as well. Holy shit. And Demon Slayer. And Demon Slayer, you mean the 3 out of 10? You mean 3 out of 10, guys? Demon Slayer?